Hello everyone, it's Ange de Lumière. I'm coming live today for a video that's part of a series of videos on manifesting your big dreams. I'm doing this video mostly because this is my passion. I'm an intuitive business strategist and I love to help women manifest their big dreams. This is my jam. And I have a lot of big dreams myself. But I know that it's actually more simple than just saying, I have a dream, even though this was a beautiful speech by Martin Luther King. Actually, putting your dream in motion has lots of little parts, including overcoming our fears. So today's video, which is the first of a series of, I think, 6 or 7, I'm not exactly sure yet, is about why we're afraid to dream big. And the most basic reason why we're afraid to dream big is that from time immemorial, and even though you might think you live in the 21st century and that you're grounded in the now, you come with the energy of your ancestors going far, 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 far back. And in their time, especially when society was more controlling, and I'm sure some people still think it's very controlling, but we actually live in a time when we have the most freedom we ever had, at least in the West, and where I live in the UK, that's definitely sure. But from time immemorial, safety meant you had to fit in, you had to be part of the pack, and being part of the pack means that you have to conform. So it's the opposite of big dreams. You have to fit in, you have to do what other people do, you have to have the same aspiration that other people have, because the collective was incredibly important for the survival of the species. So we come at the point in time now in our world where we have more space for our individuality, and we've probably been told that it's selfish, all because of those ancestral beliefs. And it's quite hard actually to break from those beliefs, because they're embedded in our culture. They're embedded in stories that you've been hearing from when you were a child, and anything that you absorb, because as children we're like sponges, everything that you absorbed until you're about 8 years old, and probably actually longer than that, goes straight to your subconscious, and it becomes the background, like the tapestry for how you act, because you don't have any filters. If your parent, if one of your parents says to you, who do you think you are, you're not going to think, come on, this is really a crap belief, why are you saying this to me? If you were a good parent, you wouldn't say that to me. You don't have that capacity to reject unhelpful beliefs or negative remarks. So it goes all straight into your subconscious. So you might want to have you might have a big dream and you might have incredible aspirations, but sitting in your subconscious, there's that belief that, who do you think you are? You shouldn't be doing this. Who are you to think that you can change the world or make a difference or be rich or write a book or become a published author, whatever it is that your big dream is. So in a way, it's safe to stay small, and it's not something that, it's something that's in your subconscious. So when you try to even think about your big vision, some of you might completely block it. I don't have a big vision, because it's probably not been safe for you to have one when you were a kid. You know how common it is for kids who do super well in school to be picked on by the others and to become the unpopular kid? It's the same kind of thing. But you will probably come to realize as an adult, which is what I did, that actually not fitting in is a superpower, because it allows you to be you rather than being a collection of people pleasing. I don't know how to say this without being horrible. I don't mean to be horrible, because of course we want to confirm, we want to fit in, we want to be loved, we want to be accepted, we want to be part of but when you have a big dream, you step away from all that. You have to stand out, you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone, you have to be willing to be misunderstood, you have to be willing not to be supported by people that you know and you love, because they just don't get it. there's another layer to this. It's that in the past, and if you look at history, it's everywhere, and you've probably learned that in school as well. Being a leader of any sort, whether it's a political leader or a thinker, a philosopher, is dangerous. It means that some people will hate you, and in the past, that often meant that people would try to kill you because they were so adamant about their beliefs that anyone who didn't fit with it, and of course all our governing bodies, whether they were kings and then follow on the governments, used to be incredibly repressive. There was no freedom of speech, and it's fairly recent that we've had this freedom of speech and thinking in our world, and it's not everywhere in the world either. It's only in certain pockets at the moment. So being a leader, speaking up, having big dreams can be perceived by your subconscious and by your body as dangerous. Okay, it's not something that's safe. So you have to learn to feel safe having those big visions first before you can actually act on them. And that could be a reason why you're procrastinating, why you're always too busy to put your big vision in place. And also there's the other aspect that the other aspect of not feeling safe is that people become jealous of you. You will start to feel lonely. Maybe you're afraid that you'll lose your friends, or that you won't be able to trust people to be genuine friends once you put your big vision in place. And you might also have another layer of fear, which is that you're going to afraid that if you step into your power, you're going to misuse your power. And I can talk about this for hours because I had all those fears myself. So you might not realize that this is what's happening in the background, but how it will translate in your life is you will always be too busy to put in place that big vision of yours. You will always have something else that comes in the way, and that's the way that you sabotage yourself. Being busy is and not having the right priorities is a dream killer. So I'm passionate about helping female entrepreneurs putting in place their big vision. So my invitation today is to imagine now what would happen if your wildest dreams came true. So for me, I want to be a New York bestseller author. I have so many books in me, and I've been dreaming this for years, and it's not happened because I know I have this fear that if I become a New York bestseller author, people are gonna literally walk up my drive and start throwing tomatoes at me, or they're trying, they'll be like in Shrek with torches and try and burn down my house, because I actually think quite differently from people and I challenge the status quo. I'm one of these people who don't think, oh, hello Stephanie, it's you. Thank you for the love. So even though it is my big dream, it hasn't manifested yet because of all this stuff that's sitting underneath, and that's something that you need to look into very, very quickly. So the best way to do that, and this is my tip, but after you do that, I invite you to join my Manifest Your Big Vision Masterclass that I'm running on the 20th of January in Zoom. So I will post the link in the comments of how to join this masterclass, which is they're limited spots. It's free, but they're going quite fast. So I encourage you, if you're interested, to please join the class where we will go through meditation to clarify your big vision. So right now, if you have an idea of what you'd love to manifest, I want you to imagine as if it happened now. Close your eyes and imagine, use all your senses. How would it feel like? What would you be eating? How would you be dressed? Who would be your friends? What would you be talking about if your big vision had happened? And if, like me, it raises actually anxiety in your body, pay attention to the feelings in your body, even if they're quite subtle. Then you know that you have a resistance to this big dream. And I would love to help you to clear that, because that's one of the things that I love doing. I work with energy, I work with mindset, I work with strategy and business strategy. But right now, if I leave you just with that, follow the instructions in this video, become aware of what might be blocking you, and if you feel inclined, come and sign up for my masterclass. It's 1 hour. People have had incredible results. Some people have actually realized that their big vision was quite different from what they thought it was, because sometimes we can overthink things. We have something in our mind that sounds like a good idea, or someone's convinced us that it was the thing, but actually our heart wants something different. So there's sometimes also a contrast between what the head wants and what the heart wants. So this is my video for today. I will come back again tomorrow for another video, and I'm going to talk about why we're afraid to share our dreams with other people. Thanks for watching. Look out for the link in the comments. If you come and watch this video as a replay, feel free to ask me any questions that you have. Feel free to, I would actually love if you could write down underneath replay, #replay, or I've watched this video, thank you for it, or something like that, so that it gets more visibility with other people that might need to listen to this message. And why not also share it with people that you think that might enjoy it, either in Messenger, on your page, or wherever you want. Thank you, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.